I'm Aaron Nagler. I'm here with Chris Burke via Skype, breaking down the New Orleans Saints draft for the 2016 season. Last year, Andrews Pete, I think, was a selection that was a bit of a surprise. Does this year have to be a bit more by the book for the Saints?
I guess it depends on who wrote the book we're talking about here. I mean, Sean Payton, we know, is an offensive-minded guy. If you're looking to get better offensively, I don't think they go offensive line again, but if one of those receivers is there at 12 and they fall in love with him, Treadwell, Dotson, otherwise, yeah, you probably are going more, quote unquote, by the book and going to defense and getting some help there where it's much needed.
Now, former Saints running back Deuce McAllister recently said the Saints can't afford, quote, redshirt guys early on in this draft. Is this kind of building around Mickey Loomis? Is he under a little bit more pressure this year to find instant contributors, especially on the defensive side of the ball?
I think he probably should be under some pressure given how the last couple seasons have ended, and you do have to give him some credit for what they did last year. They brought in Heuli Kikaha, he contributed for them. Stephon Anthony was really good. Even Delvin Breaux, an undrafted free agent, was one of their better cornerbacks. So from that perspective, round one, I think they would like to get an impact guy this year, but they did find some value beyond it last year.
Now, speaking of the cornerback position, if Vernon Hargreaves is available at 12, do the Saints just run the card up to the podium?
I don't know that they do that. They definitely have to consider taking him. I mean, this sort of goes back to what the discussion is around Vernon Hargreaves, trying to pin down exactly where his value is. If he gets to New Orleans at 12, and frankly, I'd be surprised that he does, but if he gets there, I think he'd have to be, one of their top 2 or 3 guys.
Now, switching back to the offensive side, after taking Garrett Grayson in the 3rd last year, the Saints are once again meeting with quarterback prospects such as Connor Cook and Paxton Lynch. With only 6 picks in this draft, is there really a chance they take another quarterback to get ready for life after Drew Brees?
I think it's possible because they don't necessarily, I don't know that they feel all that great about Garrett Grayson being their answer for life after Drew Brees. We don't know when they're going to have to transition into that realm, but it'd probably be in the relatively near future, so you keep looking. And it's not as if they have great backup in there either, so there are some openings, there's some options for them if they want to go the quarterback route. I guess you can't totally rule it out because I don't know that Garrett Grayson's ever going to be an NFL starter.
Finally, does signing Nick Fairley in free agency, does that allow the Saints to let defensive line talent fall to them in this draft?
I still think that they have a need there. They definitely have a need outside at defensive end. They need to find another pass rusher, even if they plan to play Kikaha there. Cam Jordan has to have more help next season. So that's a spot, maybe more than defensive tackle, where they could feel they have to reach.
Well, there you go. Chris Burke breaking it down for the New Orleans Saints in the 2016 NFL Draft. For Chris, I'm Aaron for SI.com.